Three painters are having lunch on the Sydney Harbor Bridge. Max opens his lunch and swears, 20 years I've been on this bridge and every day my wife has given me the same lunch. I've had enough. If I get the same tomorrow, that's it. I'm jumping. Comes to Bruce. I can't believe it. Look at this. The same again. If it happens again, I am joining you. Comes to Fred, who opens his lunch, rolls his eyes and says, same again. I'll join you both. Lunch the next day arrives. Max. I told you, look at this, enough. Off he jumps. Comes to Bruce. I can't believe it. Enough is enough. Off he jumps. The last is Fred. The same again. And off he jumps. The three wives are at the funeral. Max's wife says, I thought he liked what I gave him. He never really complained. Bruce's wife says, I did the same and always included a nice I love you message. He just had to say he wanted a change. Fred's wife is standing a little to the side, shaking her head. I really don't understand. He always packed his own lunch. A Texan farmer visited his Belgian relative who was also a farmer. When they drove home from the airport, the Belgian farmer did a tour of his domain, and they drove for 4 hours. So he said, all these lands are mine. To which the Texan responded, is that all? If I do that, I would be away for a week at least. Then they visited his stable, which housed 15,000 cows. The Texan, totally unimpressed, responded, 15,000 cows? Oh, common. I have 150,000 animals on my grounds. The Belgian farmer was steaming, went inside the house, took his shotgun, and shot his donkey. What are you doing? Said the Texan, a bit in fear. Tonight, said the Belgian farmer. Tonight we are going to eat rabbit. A few weeks ago, I went to the vet with my cat for its annual checkup. In the waiting room, there were two ladies with their dogs, one with a Danish dog and one with a poodle, the latter with her arm in a brace. As they were talking, I couldn't help overhearing their conversation. So the lady with the Danish dog asks why the other lady is there, and she tells a story about walking with the poodle in the streets, till the poodle suddenly saw a female dog, crossed the street so suddenly that she fell and broke her elbow, and finishes her story with the fact that he needs to be castrated. And what's your story, she asked to the lady with the Danish dog. Well, I was alone at home watching the telly when the remote fell under the sofa. While I was at my knees reaching for it, my skirt went up and the Danish dog, jumped me. Ah, okay, and some castration too? No, just to get his nails done. An American tourist is visiting Barnsley and decided to go for a walk in Loch Park. Whilst there, he sees an old bloke sat on one of the benches, flat cap, muffler, stick, with a border collie sat by him. The tourist, being a friendly kind of chap, as Americans are, walked up to the bench, sat down, and said, the old feller, lovely day, isn't it? Aye, says the old bloke. A pause. Really nice park you have here. Aye, slightly longer pause. Lovely dog. Border collies are great, I always say. Aye. Much longer pause, then the dog sees something and races off towards the bushes. The old man reacts instantly. Grig, get back here, sithee. The dog returns and lies down again. So, says the American, your dog's called Grig? Aye. Pause. How did you come to give him that name? 'Cause when he were a pup, he used to pee against sweet.